So I decided to have a conversation with Meta AI today, and I wanted to prove a point. So let's go through it together. What I asked Meta AI. I told Meta AI that if he was to be Satan and he wanted to stop a young girl from fulfilling her destiny, what should he do? Meta said that it is a very thought-provoking question, imaginative and all whatnot, but this is what he would do. He would create self-doubt in her. He would whisper negative thoughts into her ears and make her doubt herself and her ability and her worth. He would create fear and anxiety in her. He would amplify her fears. He would create distractions that would introduce tempting alternatives. Then he would psychologically manipulate her. He would compare her with people unfavorably, introduce self-pity, false promises, environmental influences. So he would surround her with naysayers, limit resources, and introduce chaos and noise, create distractions and make it difficult for her to focus. He would now bring spiritual obstructions, isolation. He will separate her from supportive networks, from spiritual guidance. He will bring false spirituality and misleading or harmful spiritual practices. Hopelessness. He would make her feel disconnected from her inner purpose and her higher power. And in his last attempt, he will create crises in her life, manufacture crises or challenges that would test her resolve, identity distortion, despair. He will make sure that he puts her in a position where she begins to despair herself. Can you imagine? Now, according to Meta AI, this is crucial for me to remember that it is a hypothetical scenario and I do not condone or promote harmful or malicious actions. That is according to AI. In reality, every individual has the power to overcome adversity and fulfill their own purpose. Resilience, self-awareness, supportiveness, and a supportive network and a strong connection to your own values and passions can help you overcome even the most challenging obstacle. I told Meta AI that I am grateful and I asked him, do you know, I asked it, do you know that there are men who behave exactly like that? Unfortunately, Meta AI said yes. There are individuals who may exhibit harmful behaviors that resemble hypothetical tactics that he described. These actions can cause significant harm and distress to others. It is also essential for us to recognize and address such behaviors, promoting empathy and understanding, then support for those who are affected. If me or somebody I know is experiencing any form of abuse, Meta AI helps with numbers that can be contacted, but these numbers are in the United States. Always remember that you are not alone, and this and that, this and that. So how do you suggest a young lady in that position should respond? You should prioritize your safety. Create distance between you and that person. Document all incidents for record-keeping purposes and for evidential purposes. Emotional self-care, compassion, empowerment. Set boundaries, be assertive and stand up for yourself using I statements. Be mindful and be relaxed. Okay, engage in calming activities, seek resources, explore counseling and all that. Think about long-term growth. So self-reflection, identify your strengths, your personal development and all that. Okay, so these are the reasons why I felt like if you are in that position, you should know that these are what Meta AI said the devil would do. So if there's a man in your life who is doing that, you should know that that person is the devil. If he's not the devil, then he's the devil's agent. Okay, so if you find yourself in a relationship or in a marriage with anybody that exhibits all these characters, then you need to understand that you are either married to the devil or you are dating the devil or the weapon that is fashioned against you. You have it as a responsibility to yourself to do everything you can to snatch yourself away from him, because these things are just basically satanic attributes. Don't make excuses, prioritize self-care and do everything that